right, guys. I think we got everything good to go. That looks good. All right, let's jump into it. Fung, thank you so much for following. Grabbing this box out. Before I do that, let me move this drink. Knowing me, I'm gonna definitely spill it. Alright, that's a little bit safer. It's kind of a big box. Always catches these corners, so let me just pull it down first. There we go. Beautiful acrylic box, man. I'm going to do a presentation for someone. You want to make sure you do it right. This is my weapon of choice. I love this box because it's just really nice size by Sneaker Coffin. But yeah, I use these boxes quite a bit because they're the perfect size for shoes for me. And I like the fact that it's acrylic, so it looks awesome in every angle, but you can also customize it too. So today I'm going to jump into showing you guys how to do a presentation on a box. Again, this is acrylic, so you got to be careful with how you handle it. It can scratch easy, so you got to just be careful with sharp objects. Keep like X-Actos and stuff away. But yeah, overall, you can really do a lot to spruce this box up, even though it looks amazing the way it does. So I'm going to do a little bit of customizing on the box today. We're going to go ahead and jump into some vinyl. So let me take off this little tab. I've got a little cut mat here. And we're going to just cut out some different vinyl, some stuff that I've already have programmed. It's already customized. And today we're kind of just testing out how OBS is as well. So if you guys are up, I know it's a little late. It's 9:17 p.m. over here, so I had to jump into it a little late today. So if you guys are up, say what's up. Webb's Custom Kicks, what's good? You know the link for this. That's a great question, man. You can go to @Sneaker Coffin. @Sneaker Coffin, and you can find the link there. That's their Instagram. But yeah, I really like these boxes. Little difficult to ship them, so you just got to make sure you package them up well and put a bunch of fragile stickers on it because it is like glass. All right, so let me grab some different vinyl real quick. By the way, I'm a mess today, so hopefully I could find things really quickly, but usually what I do is I'll take a box and I'll put all my vinyl in one section, and that way it kind of helps me, I always get this wrong, but compartmentalize. I get to split, places for sewing in one section, for vinyls in one section, and then that way whenever I need to jump into that section, I can just grab it, all right? So with that said, there's a lot. I got a lot of vinyl, and it's because I just accumulate a lot of the vinyl, throughout different projects. So let me just show you guys what I got here. And so that way, when I run through stuff, then we can just kind of go through it together, and maybe we can choose colors or whatever, and we can cut stuff out. So let me put this to the side for now. I'm going to just grab something. I think that'll be a nice eye-catching color on there in the first place. So I'm going to just grab some regular black. Okay, so give me a quick sec. Where is my black? All right. So I'm going to cut some black out. Let me just say what's up to everybody though first. I haven't even said what's up, guys. Let me move this so I can sit down. Make sure you guys can see me. All right. What's up, guys? I get so focused sometimes. So let me say what's up to everybody. Webb's Custom Kicks, what's good? Recon J Customs, how you doing today, man? What do you got for us today? Well, I think kind of a quick summary. I think I explained what we're doing today. Webb's Custom Kicks, where do you get that? I need a few of those. Oh, yeah. You'd want to go to Sneaker Coffin for that, man. So, Speed Infusion, what's good, man? By the way, guys, shout out to Speed Infusion. I just want to say, look at the layout. Everything looks, at least from when we started, so much nicer, I think. Shout out to Webb's Custom Kicks, Quan, top donator right here. Shout out to all the folks who have donated as of recent. You guys can see that little stream right here. So I just want to shout everybody out. Thank you guys so much for, just being here, being supportive, being positive, and just, doing what we love, man. Loving just to customize and do the things like we do right now with these kicks. So thank you guys. GTC Reels, what's good? How you doing? Spell it out. Sneaker what? Oh, Coffin. Coffin. So it's Sneaker Coffin. Let me make sure that's right. Yeah. Sorry, man. I know it's glass, so it's a little difficult to see, but it says Sneaker and then Coffin is Coffin. There we go. I gotta get that in focus. There we go. Cool. What else we got, guys? Anybody else? Okay, so Speed Infusion. You guys, I think you guys are all good. All right. So let me get started. I do need to grab my artwork out. So give me a sec here. There's always something that I got going on, so I got to look for that file. All right, so we got the file ready to go. And now we're going to do, should I cut this in all black? I should probably just cut the whole thing in all black. All right, so I'm dropping some cities in here. All right, so I'm going to start to cut the first item. And the first item we got here is about 3 inches in height. So where's this little thing here? All right, cool. So 3 inches in height. So it's going to be about that high and then about 7.5. So it'll be a rectangle about that big. All right, so let me go ahead and cut that out real quick. I always got to be careful with the box. So I try to stay away from it when I'm, doing anything even remotely close to damaging it. Just cutting some vinyl out here. And usually what I recommend, guys, if you have stuff to cut out in one color like this glossy black, you guys want to just group it all together and just put it on this one page today, because I'm just trying to at least get started on the box. I'm going to start cutting a little bit today and placing. But usually I'd have everything ready to go. All right, so that I'm just sending that to the... There we go. Might be a little loud here, okay, guys? So I just sent that over. Scrawny Johnny, what's good? How you living, man? Started the stream. Let's see, what does this say now? Okay, I said, yo, what's going on? Man, there's so many folks that just joined. Let me say what's up to everybody real quick. Fees G from YouTube, what's good, homie? The Lunatic, what's good? I got him again. Good to see you back, man. Scrawny Johnny in the building. I'm out, but have fun. Y'all can add GIFs, okay? Now to show reactions. That's pretty dope. How do you do that? On the desktop, if you move the mouse on the right side of the stream. Okay, cool. Scrawny, everything good, man? How's life? Man, you think this is a huge workspace? Did you say this is huge, Recon? I always feel cluttered, dude. I was just thinking about how I can kind of space things out a little bit more. But you know, the funny thing is, this is my this is my dinner table from my apartment that we used to stay at. So I just basically just brought it from over there to here. I used to always work on the dinner table because it was a good height, you know, it had good space. But then we'd get acetone and paint on it. She'd get all pissed off. And yeah, so it still works for me, man. It's from IKEA. Yo, what's good? Clear boxes, man. I just told everybody, man. Well, Instagram is at Sneaker Coffin. At Sneaker Coffin. So, by the way, guys, I'm starting to cut the vinyl. So if it's a little loud, sorry about that. It's almost done. Probably good I didn't cut a bunch of it, huh? Now that I think about that. All right, so let's get this space ready to go. What I do want, let me show you guys. I do want to have a nice clean box, you know? So if you see any spots on it, lint on it, anything that might have any roughness or might affect that smooth texture, take it off. The good thing is they come in that clear, well, you guys saw, unless you guys just joined, they come in this clear packaging anyway, so usually when they come out, they're in great condition. So very little you need to do, but you can get fingerprints on it easy, so just be careful of that. Oh, I think I just barely cut enough. Oh no, I barely missed it. Okay, let me see if I can adjust that. Maybe I can adjust that. If not, I know I should just cut a bigger piece. That always happens. Alright, so it's all good. Where did I put that final at? God, that's so annoying. Because I can't even use that piece. Alright guys, I gotta cut another larger piece. See, I should have just cut like a... Let's compare that. I'll go and do it again. Take number 2. Okay, cool. That happens. If I had it just ready to go, that wouldn't be an issue. There we go. Okay. So I got a second piece there. But let's see if we could use this piece still. I feel like we could possibly still use that piece. Alright, so let's see how that would go. Cut right there slightly. Yeah, that's unacceptable. I gotta go back and cut one more. Okay, it's all good. Just hit that repeat real quick. Well, I guess that's lesson number 1 for y'all. Make sure you cut a big enough piece. Alright. So as that is happening, I'm gonna just grab some of the vinyls here. Got some gold. I'm gonna need some green. Might be Union. Carbon fiber. Gunmetal. Possibly this blue. So again, it's just different things that I've worked on in the past. And it's nice to have, you know, just leftover materials where you can just reuse them for projects. So let's check out what's going on. Everybody say good night to Speed Infusion. He's out. I'll try and set up tomorrow. Cool. Streamlabs is good. Some things and other stuff use Nightbot is very useful. Okay, cool. I do that sometimes, trying to save some vinyl. Yeah, man. If you could save vinyl, dude, it's it'll save you money too. You know, you're just accumulating different supply at the same time. So let me show you guys what I'm going to be working on. Let's pull that up on. This way you guys can see kind of the color palette we're working with here. Alright, so this is the jacket I'm working on here. Super dope jacket. I'm trying to match some colors to that. So that's what the actual finished box should look, something similar to it or match it in some way. Alright? So I see on that I also need a little bit of blue. I'll probably need some light gray. I think I got that yellow pinned down already. So let's see. That yellow is pretty close to this yellow. I gotta see if I can get a lighter. I'll definitely need white, so let me pull some white. Pull some white. What else do we got here? Gonna need some red. Alright, cool. Well, anyways, this is a bunch of stuff that kind of goes through my head as I'm getting this box prepared. Because you gotta start, getting all the materials and stuff together. So this is gonna be the introduction of my box. So before I jump into what I'm going to do to it, let me move the box because right now it's clean. Just messed it up actually. Let's wipe it down real quick. Let me move this guy out of the way. There we go. All right, we're not going to need that for right now, because we're going to cut this out. Alright, so I always like to use an X-Acto. It's kind of easier to peel up. There we go. So rule number 1 was don't cut too short on the vinyl. And this is why, because you need the whole piece. There we go. Now I got this guy down. Now I got to figure out which side do I want to weed out and keep. Okay, so I think the way I'm going to have to do this is because the glass is clear, we're going to need that outline. Right, so I'm going to try to cut these out. That should sound right. But then again, I cut the vinyl short today already to start this off, so who knows? Alright. This part's actually kind of relaxing. In the beginning it was frustrating though. So if they're not easy to peel off, I feel your pain. Been there. I really just want to use the light. I always use the light to see where the actual cuts are. So it's pretty obvious like where to aim the X-Acto at. I really don't want to hit one of the actual spots here because you don't want to mark it up or cut it. So as I run through each one, the light is really what guides me. Got stuck to itself. It's funny when we do this for YouTube, we got to speed all this up. So this will take me like 10 minutes and we got to put that into 10 seconds. You know, like has to be a time lapse or something. Has to be quick. But you just want to make sure as you get each piece, you pick it up quickly and make sure it doesn't reattach to the actual stencil. There we go. Cool. Got some wings there. It didn't take that long, right? How long did it take? Does it show a time on this thing now? I'm not even sure. How's everybody doing, man? This site is under construction, but definitely going to check them out again. Oh, okay, no problem. I'll see if I can get some feedback, find out what's going on. All right, so let me jump back into it. Now that we've got the wings done, let me grab this basketball out. And again, I'm going to look just to make sure I've got this outline going here. So I've got to cut these guys out. Cool. One more to go. Basketball's gone. These little notches here. Okay. Now I believe we're supposed to go at the banner here. So I like to kind of peel it against itself. It usually helps peel off. Of course, when I just say that, it doesn't. Let's see if I could just gently pull it up. Always a good idea to pull it up slowly, though, because if you see that it's attached to one of the letters, it's still easy to fix. See, like this? And I just place it down very carefully. Ugh. Right at the end, too. Let's see if I can still get it. Real thin line here. Ooh, super thin line. It should have been bigger. Yeah, that line is super thin right here. That might not work out. I might have to even add an additional like little piece. Because look at how thin that one is compared to that. That was an art mistake. Still fixable though. All right, cool. So we got that going. Okay. Straight. And now let's jump into another color. So I was thinking a design around that. So what I was thinking to do is add some cities. I think I'm going to do this next one in gold. Yeah, I think gold is going to be what's going to work out. Small problem. The whole city doesn't fit. It's off by 0.62. That means I'm going to have to get a bigger cutting mat and larger vinyl. Okay. So let me see. That's going to not work out for right now. I can do this part though. Sick. I've got so many different things to cut out. And I don't have a lot of time. So this week is going to be almost like a crunch week for me because there's a lot of deadlines I have to meet. This is when you can have fun, but still a job too, right? All right, dope. So I got that taken down. And now we're going to put a little bit of gold into the mix. So let's get that gold. I really like this color gold too. This is a little bit over. Interesting. Maybe I can do this city since we have enough of this. City is... Oh snap, I think I can fit the city in. Okay. Things just changed. Looks like I got enough gold. So I might actually cut that out first. Alright, so the city is about 4 inches. Let's get that ruler out. So 4-inch city will be about right there by 12.64. Ooh, sheesh, that's tight, dude. It's real tight. Because if I want to do 2 cities, alright, let's just try to cut the area as close as possible here. So I got 12.6, so it's going to definitely be here. And then we got 3 inches, 3.694. Oh, dude, 3.694 is right here. Oh, that's not going to leave enough for 2 cities. Okay, I might as well overcut a little bit then. There we go. This is why I say it's too crowded in here. I should be able to easily cut right there, man. So I need to figure something out with the space. That was a terrible cut right there. Alright, so we should be close. Alright, cool. And then we said 12. And then, let's see, how much would that be? That'd be about 13 right there. Alright, that should cut okay. Hopefully that cuts right. So it's going to start from like right there. Okay, that's going to be at least 1 city. So I got that. Gonna have to find a cut mat that's larger. I don't know if I'm gonna find a cut mat that's larger than that. Alright, so let's cut this out next. This part obviously looks like a square, so we can save that. Let's see if I can scrunch this in. Alright, so I can probably fit these words in. It's going to have to be in like 2 little sections. So that's about 5.5. I think I could fit this in here. Underneath it. Then I've got one more little section I'll move that right underneath that. Okay, cool. So now I should have 5.267 is the longest. This is almost 5.5. Okay, cool. So this piece should be straight. Make sure it's cleaned off, right? All right, I'm gonna cut this out real quick. Where it helps to be a little bit savvy in stencil cutting. Alright, so alright, cutting these words out now. Dope. Cool. So I got some gold cutting now. Where did you get your vinyls from? You know, all kind of different places, man. I've went to Amazon when I need it quickly. I might pay a little bit of a premium for it. But, you know, that's part of the deal. You know, sometimes if you need get something done really quickly, Amazon has Prime. And, you know, if you have a Prime membership, it's really easy to get stuff quick. Usually if you look for, like, a 3-pack of sheets, 12 inches by 12 inches, or, you know, a roll that's about 3 feet or 6 feet or 9 feet, it's not that expensive. And then if you start picking up, you know, you saw how many like colors that I have are very standard, like black, white, red, blue. You'll get those and you accumulate them and just keep them, you know, the side. Outcast asks, does anyone have a supplier or site where to purchase the heat shrink wrap for shoes? Oh, that's a good question. I think a lot of people use just that, and don't quote me on this, bro, because I haven't done it. But they use just that Reynolds clear wrap, and then they use like a heat gun to do what they do with that. But I think it's not a clean look. Scrawny Johnny, what's up? Got the eyeballs out. Where did you get your vinyls? Amazon. Yep. Cool. Scrawny Johnny answered that. All right, cool. So I got some more things coming out. I'm kind of excited to put the box together. I haven't done a box for a little bit. It's really fun because it just adds to that presentation of your shoes. Sometimes I'll just cut. I know it's a little stingy, but you never know. All right. Really pays to like take your time when you're peeling these guys off and paying attention to like what looks like it might catch. If you have things catching a lot, and a lot of the guys on YouTube said this the other day, he said, man, I forgot who it was, but he said either change the blade setting to be a deeper cut or just change the blade out completely because you might have used it too much. But these blades last a long time. So generally you should check the inside of the blade and see if there's any kind of like vinyl that's clogging it up. A lot of times that's what the issue is. And so that's where I check first. Alright. You would catch right at the end, dude. Come on. There we go. I usually use a dull X-Acto. That way it won't necessarily cut into the vinyl if I hit it. Cool, so I got that cut out. Now this guy has to go like this. Cool. All right, let's start there. Gotta grab grab some stencil paper here. This is what I was looking for. Now, it's not undercut. This one is actually, you can actually cheat a little bit. Look at it, it's probably about right there. It should be good. This is the longest one. Alright, I'm going to be using quite a bit of that, so I should probably leave it somewhere close. Oh, before I just start peeling stuff up. Alright, so let me put this down somewhere where it'll be a little bit safer to lay down. Thing like that. Let me see what it'll look like on camera there. Try to be real soft with all of this. All right. I was about to just start working on it. Gotta test fit it, dude. So anxious. What you so anxious for? Well, it fits pretty well, huh? Oh, you guys can't even see it all the way through. Here, let me show you. It's wide. Hopefully you guys can see that. I know the angle's a little hard. And it's gold. So I feel like this is a good fit, you know. It's not overlapping on either side. Nice balance. So let's start with that. Good question, Fiji. He said, how am I making stencils? Two different cutters. Usually people use the Cameo Silhouette or the Cricut. The Cricut has a couple of different ones. So yeah, either one of those two are good options. I'm not an expert at either one, but I do know that they're very competitive. I'm just now trimming the edges there, so when I put this down, I won't have to overlap on anything. There we go. So I guess the important parts would be to get centered, right? Obviously you want it to be all nice and centered. You don't want it to droop too low or too high. And then you want to have a balance on the left and right as well. So we're trying to get it somewhere along that line. This is where anxiety kicks in, because I try to get it done in one try, but sometimes I'm so picky with this that I might have to redo stuff. And that's the caveat about doing it this way, is you might think you stuck it on correctly, and then you take a look back and you centered it wrong or didn't line up right. Hey, this is being very clingy today, dude. Just chillax, I'll put you on. Alright, try to keep it on that first line. There we go. Keeping it on that line just so I have some kind of idea that this is balanced, right? And I do have this guy here. So for some reason I feel like it's not coming off. I'll just apply a little bit of pressure to it. And then let's see if I can now peel it off. Oh, sweet. Alright, so I've got that ready to go. Before I put that down, just want to make sure there's no like stains or anything, you know? Yeah, I think that looks pretty clear. And I'm going to put this down somewhere in the center where I could feel like it'll be balanced with the rest of this, okay? So I feel like, as of now, that feels pretty centered to me. So I'm going to try to mimic that, and then also remember to keep the balance here on the left side. Really sorry if I messed that view up, guys, but I needed to have a good top-down look for that. I'm not gonna lie, that's like nerve-wracking every time I do it. On camera, off camera. Let's go. Alright, same deal here. I'm going to try to lay this guy down as straight as possible on that bottom line. There we go. Press down. Let's take a little bit of... Oh, this guy wanted to stay. Come on, buddy. Party's going this way. There we go. Alright, so now I got to center it in between the two here. I'm kind of looking at the spacing. That spacing should be kind of similar. Alright, so you can see it's... Oh man, I want to say roughly like a letter, but that's not absolutely true because all the letters are different widths. But let's try to get it somewhere close to that, alright? Looking at that, something along this line right here. And before I put down the other side, before I put this other side down, I'm going to take a step back and see how does that look to me. Does that look like it's okay? Like does it look like it's off? It looks good to me, so I'm going to go ahead and place it down. And now I'm going to peel it up. Alright, who says woman was not meant? And to fly should be like right there. So let's go ahead and finish this off. Right, cool. Got the last part here. I noticed that as I was picking this up, for some reason, it has this little extra piece. So let's pull that off. I know it's not supposed to be there. Glad I seen it before I put it on there too. when you get adhesive on the acrylic box. Just a lot more messier to take it off. Better to catch it right there, you know? So I'm going to finish off like right there. This is always a little bit of guesswork, you know? I just really try my best to get it to be centered as much as possible. And now before I finish off, I just put this to the side here. You guys notice I reused that little sheet 3 times, by the way. Now I just look for any, you know, air bubbles, any imperfections, and you really want to make sure everything is sticking to that acrylic. You don't want to present the box and it has a bunch of bubbles, you know? It could have bubbles, it could have wrinkles in the vinyl. You can have like a piece of hair that I'm like trying to pull up right now. Those like all the little things, all the little imperfections, they should not even exist when you have that finished product. I mean, at least that's for me, you know. Try to keep it. I always say I'll try to make this like I'm making it for myself, and I really like to do this, so I'd always try to make the best quality product I can for this. And this is just the little ins and outs, the little knick-knack stuff that a lot of stuff we got to cut out on camera. But this is the process, you know. I don't think I've even shot how to make a box yet on YouTube or even for Patreon, matter of fact. I like to do this now because it's better to get that adhesive on there. So let me show you guys that finished. It's kind of hard to dial it back. I can't dial it back that much more. It's pretty on point, right? Alright, so let's jump into a different section here. Alright, so I think I'm going to put that little air Wraith stencil down there in the center. If I do that, I want to just keep stuff semi-clean here. So it never hurts to wipe stuff down, right? There we go. Let's put that back down here. And I put adhesive on that. What a bozo move. Let's clean it. It's not going to hurt to clean it anyways, right? You want that adhesive to stick, and then once you put it down, if you start to clean things around it, you might peel up the adhesive. So alright, and trust me, I've tried before, like when you have Trong, thank you so much for following. When you've tried to put a nice stencil down, it's good to go, and then I see something in between, it gets really difficult to get in between stuff that are very close together. So let's see, we got that down. Let me just move this up a little bit here. I need a little bit of room to work. Okay, so the goal is to have it put down there. So I'm going to need another piece of transfer paper. So let me grab that transfer. Here it is. And let's do this the smart way this time. So cut like right at that edge. so there goes that. I'm going to grab some transfer for that real quick. There we go. All right, so I've got that ready to go. VG, I just saw your comment about the Stimmy check. It might not be a bad investment, homie. It's a business expense. Oh, there you go. GTC said Costco for heat shrink wrap. Huh. Noted, dude. That's great. You know, that's a good question, Scrawny. He asked, what's the biggest size you can fit in here? I got a 15 here. You got, if you want me to check, I can try to fit a 15, but I think 13 is the largest that'll probably fit in this box. Let's see. Oh, that looks on point. Oh, thank you, GTC. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. And so now I'm going to probably put this guy here in the center. Before I do that, though, I know I have to put some things around it. So I just got to make sure we're clearing space and I'm not putting it in the wrong spot. All right, guys? So just give me a quick sec. I got to figure out what we're going to do next here. Okay, so I got to fit that in there. Whew. This is going to be really tight, guys. I could already see it. Alright, so if air weight is going to be here, it's like I'm trying to map out the location here. And when you're doing that, I'm going to try to have Chicago right there. And that Chicago, the city, is about 4 inches. So I got to be able to clear about 4 inches right there. That's the largest city. Oh man, I'm scared. I feel like I'm just guesstimating that. What I do know is this air weight needs to be like pretty much centered on the box, so I think if I hit for pretty much centered, I'll be okay. There we go. As I'm using this, I'm putting it in a 45-degree angle, guys, like this. 45. And I don't do it too hard because you can crush the vinyl underneath it and mess the whole piece up. So don't apply too much pressure. It'll work out. All right, so this is somewhere where it should be in the center here. Now, when I do this, I probably should do this top down as well. I want to kind of measure out 4 inches, right? So where's our ruler at? Ruler is here. That 4-inch mark should be about right there. So I got to clear that area there. Okay, cool. Yeah, so I'm literally going to have to just center it as much as I can. So let's do some quick measurements. I think this is 14.5, I believe. There's 12 there. Fourteen and a half. Okay. So then let's do some math here. 7.25 should be center. 14 and a half, 7 and a quarter, 7 and a quarter. Let me do this math real quick. Make sure that that's right. At 14 and a quarter should be the center. So we're looking at, that should be the center. Does that sound right? Does that look right, guys? That doesn't look right to me for some reason. 7 and a quarter would be right here. So then I think somewhere around here would be the... Are all your supplies in a temp-controlled room? I know it got hot there. No, you know, most of my stuff is in just a regular room. I didn't get, like, scorching hot over here or too cold. Scrawny, I think... sorry, I just saw the where can I get the clear boxes. If I didn't tell you guys, it was at Sneaker Coffin, but I think that... I mean, I have to find out what's going on. I guess they... somebody said they're temporarily shut down. So as soon as I find out, I'll let you know, dude. Sorry about that, man. If I missed that earlier. Let's see what else we got here. How are you making stencils? I told that. Okay, cool. I think I caught up on all the chat right there. But let me just double check this. I don't want to lay this down wrong. Nothing's worse than laying stuff down wrong, man. I swear. Yeah, that's what the Chicago, the biggest city that I see in that group is about 3.694 inches. So 3.694 inches is going to be about like right there. And this is about where the city lands from me just guesstimating it, you know. So as long as I clear this little area here, oh no, please tell me that didn't get on me. The Chicago should clear okay with the wings. So I'm not that concerned about that. I just want to make sure that if I lay this way out, am I at 14 and a quarter? I will start at the 1 mark just to be safe. 1 there. That's 15 and 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 5, 6. Okay, now that's different. It's 14 and a quarter. I'm glad I remeasured that. Because 15. Oh, hold on. Let's see again. Okay, so that's where this line is, and that's at 1, 2, 3, and 4. At 4 and a little bit over. 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12. Yeah. So I am at 14 and a quarter. Okay, glad I measured that out. So let's redo that math. It's not that much difference. 14.25 divided by 2 is 7.125. Okay, so just slightly over. So this, first of all, we need to put this like right there. 7.125. Okay, so now we gotta think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You know, okay, so same scale. Cool. So now I'm going to put this, and I'm going to measure for these 2 wings. Oh man, it's so hard to do this and then try to put it on camera for you guys too, man. I didn't realize how much of a challenge that'd be because it's so, everything's so like cluttered right here. All right, 7.125. Before I move that, look for these wings. Man, this is like difficult. So let me do one other thing. I wonder if I have. It worked out really well for me last time. Is I just used a little piece of tape. The only thing is that little piece of tape, I know my son jacked it. Oh, let's see this one. Oh, this is double-sided. Dang. I think that's double-sided. Feels like it's double-sided. But yeah, I have this one that does like pinstripes for rims. Oh, maybe this one will work. Crazy. Sick. This one will work. The reason I want to do it like this is because when I lay it down, at least I'll have a guideline for it. Where are you opening? There you are. Dope. There we go. So that hopefully won't get in the way of this guy here. But at least I could see. Okay, now we said 7.125. There's a center there. So we should be here, 7. And now let's see. That's a quarter, so 7.125 should be like right there. And how would that lay? It looks like it's pretty centered all around. I know you guys see my agony, right? Like when I do this. How would that lay? The drop, dude. Oh man, the drop's always kind of it's a hit or a miss, man. But this looks like it's pretty dead on. And thank you so much for following. I appreciate that. All right, and you guys see I'm not putting a lot of pressure on this with a squeegee or anything. I'm just trying to do this with my finger, applying enough pressure, and let's like very carefully peel this off. As I peel it off, I'm going real slow. I'm checking to see if anything looks like it's peeling up. And just in case if it is, I could place it down and not lose my place. And we're good. Alright, so now let's take off this green tape. I like this green tape because it doesn't have a lot of adhesion behind it. It's almost like a painter's tape. Helps for this kind of stuff, you know, just to line something out. Not so great when you're like trying to use it for airbrushing or whatever. So there we go, we got now the center completed. It looks, at least in my opinion, very centered, so I'm really happy with the outcome of it. I do want to just kind of look through, and if I see anything that with potential bubbling on it, just lay it down and, you know, really just leave it alone after that. You know, you don't want to have too many things you want to do to pick things off, you know. Like I said, this was very thin here, so I might have to go back in and just reprint another thinner layer that's right next to it, so it'll kind of even it out. But all in all, I think this is pretty successful. If like a letter or something looks like it's peeling off, I could, and this is actually the funny thing is, a lot of times what happens is a letter might get messed up or whatever, so now you have a backup. So printing 2 of these is never a bad idea. I did try to save some material just in case, but looks like I did okay. At least for the beginning of the box, I did okay. So let me know what you guys think. How did I do there? Does it sound? Tape sounded like a laser gun. It did, huh? How did I do? Did that look okay? You know, it just kind of spruces it up, makes it more personal. So that's the beginning. Got a lot more to go. Alright guys, I'm going to take a quick break. Recon J, I'm going to head out, catch up with you on the next video. Hey man, appreciate you for being around. Thank you again for coming back. And have a great night, man. Appreciate you. Scrawny, you're still there, bro. So now I told you, sneaker coffin, bro. Don't tell me I didn't tell you. Yeah, so this is what I like to do. You know, I save the materials because this is a cool way of customizing something that's for a pair of customs, that's not actual pair of customs. It's the packaging and boxing, and you can make it even more special by getting, like, for example, gold tissue paper, even customizing it there, and doing all kinds of little things to really spruce up their presentation. And so I just wanted to share this with you guys, because normally we don't have a chance to show you guys what extent we go to when we do the packaging. But I really like to do it. It's really fun. I like to see the people's faces light up when they get to see just the packaging alone. It takes a long time. Sometimes I've done boxes that have taken 3, 4, 5 sometimes almost over a week. But then I've done stuff to the box, for example, like laser cutting handles and all kinds of different stuff. I have a box that we just did that changes colors in the sun. All different kinds of ways to really customize a box. But I think it's really nice just to start with an acrylic box, because it's very elegant, and it's a good general purpose way to do any kind of packaging. So let me know, man, you're still here at 1:20 a.m. Scrawny Johnny. Thank you, man. I appreciate that, dude. I know this wasn't the most like exciting tutorial, but I feel like I had to do work, and Speed Infusion had to test this new stream, so it kind of worked hand in hand. I can't wait to show you guys like the full detailed package when it's all done. It's taken me a long time to just think of the artwork for it. So, the thought, I think, of even the packaging matters to me a lot. I don't know if that necessarily means as much to, the customer receiving it or not, but I'm going to do my damn best to make sure it looks like super fly, and they're going to appreciate the box as much as they appreciate the shoes, If you guys have seen any of my boxes, I think you guys can say that I've done some pretty different style boxes. That's another thing I like to do, is just make them completely different themes and styles versus the same, just same old box. So it keeps it fresh and fun for me as well. So didn't you do an off-white box? Yeah, definitely. I did a couple of different style boxes. Did one for Penny Hardaway. I did one that was more of like a cartoon vintage style box. A lot of fun different boxes I've done. But yeah, I like to do these kind because this is a little bit more creative. Yeah. Anybody else have any questions? Let me know. 10:23 p.m. It's not late, but it's kind of late, Usually we start at like 4 or 5. Just got a little late start today. But I still have to do work, so it works out. Got a little hair there. By the way, guys, if you have questions about customs in general, it doesn't have to be about this box or, vinyl or anything like that, so... I try to get as many boxes in as I can, Fiji, but I usually don't have time to do a lot of custom boxes by themselves. So I normally just do them, whenever I get a custom. And if we agree to, if they say like, hey, I'll give you a budget for 3 days or 4 days, whatever it is, then I try to do as much as I can in that amount of time. Unfortunately, I usually run over. But, just the whole idea of me packaging it up as a full theme custom versus just the custom shoes alone is a lot of fun for me. And so, again, it's just another way of expressing, like, creativity. And, I like to be creative. I like it to be, like, not only is it like a one-of-one box, but it's also a one-of-one custom kind of a thing. So... 10:25, guys. I'm going to give you guys another minute just in case you want to ask any last-minute questions. So today, you guys learn how to customize a box. Again, the box was from Sneaker Coffin. I'll double check to see what's the deal with what's going on. I think somebody said that they might be down, but it is at sneakercoffin.com. So if you guys are interested, I will definitely follow up with them, and hopefully you guys follow up with me as well and see how the box turned out at the end. If you guys like the post, man, hit that like button for me, so that way I know that you guys like this content, and we can keep going with the box, or we can do something different. Let me know. Just, comment. Let me know what you guys think. I'm so nitpicky. I always find something, little small things. Probably no one will notice wrong with it, but makes me more content. Does doing shoe customs take a Oh man, dude, you have no idea, dude. My back is so messed up right now, and my massage person is not able to work for the last year because of COVID. So I can't wait to just kind of unravel. That's why I always try to take as much as I can, like every hour at least, get up and stretch a little bit. But yeah, I'm always like hunched over. That doesn't help. I'm always like nitpicking at something or painting something detailed. So make sure you definitely take your time to, counter all of those movements. Yeah. Oh, awesome, man. You were waiting for some stencil work. This is cool because it's kind of like the opposite of stencil work, because today we're taking all of the negatives that usually people will pick off of a stencil, and you're using that side. Is it negative, positive? I don't know. It's one of those two. Whichever side you don't usually use, and you're actually making use of it. So that's kind of a nice thing for you to see as well. And on acrylic, it sticks really well. I've even put this kind of vinyl on like those mugs for water and stuff, the hydro flasks, and it sticks on there really, really well. Like, it doesn't come off. Coffee mugs, all kinds of stuff. So if you really want to be creative and you get a stencil cutter, that might be another thing you can do. I think a lot of people on Etsy do that, and eBay as well. All right, guys. Looks like we answered all questions. Fees G, GTC Reels, Scrawny Johnny. Thank you guys so much for being here. I think Recon Jay just headed out. Thank you again for catching us, bro. Again, sorry for the late stream, but if you're here rolling with us, I really appreciate it. Comment below, let me know if you guys think we should just continue with the box. Should we keep going? Would you guys prefer something different? Whatever it is, let me know. Like, put it in the comment section so we can figure it out. Again, my name is Sohail with Feel Good Threads. If you haven't already subscribed, we got some social media up here somewhere. It always blanks out when I said this is our social media, but was there. I don't know if it was even there today. I don't notice it. But you can follow me at Feel Good Threads on Instagram, YouTube, Twitch. There it is. See? Twitter. And all these other social media joints. Patreon family, thank you guys so much for joining. I really appreciate you guys. We do need to make an announcement for the winner of the 40th. We hit 40 members the other day, so shout out to us. We're almost at 50 members, and I'm going to do another giveaway as well. So back-to-back giveaways. Instagram, thank you guys so much, Instagram, man. You guys show me so much love. I'm at 70,000 followers this week, so I gotta do something for y'all too, man. With that said, my name is Sohail with Feel Good Threads. Love you guys. I'm out of here. Peace.